Hi there, welcome back to DSR Ghostwriting on LinkedIn and on YouTube. My name is Daniel Rosel. I'm a freelance writer and marketing consultant based in Jerusalem. And for today's video, I want to focus on another aspect of the Edelman LinkedIn B2B Thought Leadership Impact Study. And this was a very, very insightful and interesting study for those of us in the world of producing thought leadership and helping other people produce thought leadership, looking basically at how thought leadership was produced and how it was received. Now, the metric I want to focus on for today's video is 49%. That was the average of the sales metrics, and that's what Edelman and LinkedIn called the Sales Impact Index. Now, what this means, this 49% figure, it's the amount that people, that recipients very often or frequently found that some of the following things happened after they consumed thought leadership. And basically that index, the various metrics they were looking at in that part of the study basically had to do with sales. So we're talking about cross-selling, upselling, consideration, and purchase. So let's just start with consideration. So for consideration, what Edelman LinkedIn took as a surrogate for that was, whether organizations would, for instance, include the producing organization in an RFP invitation. So if a organization is putting out let's say a government is putting out a tender, would the organization be invited to receive the RFP to participate in that tendering process? The other one was purchasing, and that's the more easy to understand one. Would the recipient organization actually purchase whatever it was that the producing organization was selling? Now, remember, the context we're looking at for thought leadership is frequently those long B2B sales processes. Finally, cross-selling and upselling are pretty self-explanatory. Would the receiving organization be more likely to purchase other products or to purchase, going vertically, more expensive products, higher level offerings from the producing organization? So the message here really is that thought leadership can influence positively both hard and soft metrics. By the way, it can influence them both for the good and for the worse, and that's something I'm going to discuss in another video about how thought leadership is almost the quintessential double-edged sword that can do good for the reputations and the sales of companies, and also do harm. But in at least 49%, almost half of the cases of the recipients in this cross-section of business readers that Edelman and LinkedIn look at said basically that the thought leadership they were consuming would push them to include the producer in an RFP, buy their product or service, or buy other products or services from them. Hope this video was interesting, and if you're interested in learning more about thought leadership marketing, then please feel free to check out my website. That's dsrghostwriting.com. I specialize in helping entrepreneurs, companies, and agencies to develop and execute thought leadership marketing campaigns. There's a free newsletter there for those interested in thought leadership. And you can also, of course, subscribe here on YouTube or follow the company page on LinkedIn. Thank you for watching. Another video on the topic of thought leadership will be coming out soon.